Right now, somewhere in a hospital, a man with his arm in a cast is getting stronger. He hasn't moved a muscle in weeks. He's just been imagining lifting weights. And by the end of the study, his strength increased by over 10%. No reps, no gym. Just thought. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why your brain treats a vivid mental rehearsal almost the same way it treats the real thing, and how to use that glitch on purpose, instead of by accident. So here's the first question. Can your brain actually get fooled by something that isn't happening? In 2004, a researcher named Guang Yu at the Cleveland Clinic ran an experiment on two groups. One group physically trained their bicep. The other group just imagined training it, as hard and vividly as they could, for the same number of sessions. The physical group gained more strength, obviously. But the imagination-only group gained real, measurable strength too, about 13%, from thought alone. Their muscles didn't grow. Their brain's ability to fire the right signal did. Which raises the next question. If imagining a movement can rewire motor control, what else can it rewire? Turns out, quite a lot. Neuroscientist Alvaro Pascual Leon ran a study where one group physically practiced a simple piano sequence, and another group only imagined practicing it, note by note, in their head. Using brain mapping, he found the region controlling those finger movements expanded in both groups. Almost identically. The brain didn't fully distinguish between doing and vividly imagining doing. That's not motivation. That's not mindset. That's your motor cortex being edited by a rehearsal that never physically happened. But wait, if that's true, why doesn't everyone who visualizes success actually become successful? Here's the part most people get wrong. Vague daydreaming, picturing yourself rich, or thin, or on a stage getting applause, doesn't move the needle much. What actually rewires the brain is process visualization. Imagining the specific steps, the friction, the moment your legs burn or your voice shakes. Studies on athletes, going back to Soviet sports science in the 1970s and refined in modern sports psychology, consistently show the same pattern. Athletes who mentally rehearse the exact sequence of a performance, not just the trophy moment, show better execution than those who only imagine winning. The brain isn't rewarding the fantasy. It's rehearsing the skill. So let's go back to that man in the cast for a second. His arm didn't get stronger because he wanted it to. It got stronger because repeated, specific mental rehearsal fires the same neural pathways as physical repetition, just at lower intensity. That's the mechanism behind everything we've covered so far. Not magic. Repetition, aimed at a specific circuit, using imagination as the input. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. If mental rehearsal strengthens whatever circuit you repeat, what happens when the thing you keep rehearsing is failure? This is the part almost nobody talks about. The same mechanism that builds a pianist's finger dexterity through imagined practice will just as efficiently strengthen a circuit for anxiety, self-doubt, or catastrophe, if that's what gets rehearsed on repeat. This connects to something psychologists call the self-fulfilling prophecy, first documented in Robert Rosenthal and Lenore Jacobson's classic study, where expectations alone shifted real-world outcomes. Your brain isn't a success machine. It's a repetition machine. It strengthens whatever pattern you run through it most, whether that pattern is you nailing the presentation, or you imagining every way it could go wrong. So here's the twist. Visualization was never really about success. That's the marketing version. The actual mechanism is neural rehearsal, your brain building and reinforcing a specific circuit through repeated, vivid simulation, regardless of whether that simulation is helpful or harmful. Every person telling you to visualize your dream life left out the more important half of the discovery. You're always visualizing something. The question was never whether visualization works. It's what you've been unknowingly rehearsing this entire time. So think back to that man with his arm in a cast, quietly getting stronger without lifting a single weight. His brain wasn't rewarding ambition. It was responding to a signal, repeated with precision. That's the mechanism sitting inside your skull right now, running constantly, whether you aim it or not. If your brain is going to rehearse something today, it might as well be on purpose. Subscribe to Neurovexis Studio, because next we're going deeper into the mental circuits shaping your behavior without your permission, and how to take the wheel back.